And just talk about length in this family. He measured at 7 feet 2 inches in shoes at the combine, but get this, Perk. He has the highest standing reach, 9 feet 9 inches, the longest among active NBA players. I'm talking bigger than Boban.
I know he could tie his shoes down straight up.
He was also a finalist for the 2021-22 Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. Jay, what type of player is he? What strengths does he have that you most want to highlight?
Well, the first thing that stands out, Malika, he is a shot blocker, shot changer around the rim. He really goes after the ball. His timing is excellent. You mentioned with that length and that reach, he is a presence. And getting out and blocking a perimeter shot, he can really run the floor. He's a rim runner and a big-time lob threat. You can throw it up there and he can go get it. And an excellent offensive rebounder. Gets over 3 offensive rebounds per game. And he shoots over 70% from the foul line. I think he shot 74% this last year. So he's got a nice touch. Only guy in the country to shoot 70% from the field and 70% from the line. It's a pretty good indication that he can stretch that range out and start to make a 17, 19-foot jumper in time.
And you talk about his dog mentality and going and being the beast down low, 3 offensive rebounds. His player comp to me is his sister Elizabeth. Look at this block right here.
Oh my
same
God.
mechanics, almost the same athleticism and the same mean mug stare down.
And the same row. Knocked into the same row in the stand.
Identical. I mean, just absolutely identical. And it makes sense because she has been in the gym with him for years and years and years. Or rather, actually, he's been in the gym with her. There's the hug.
Shout out to Papa Victor Cabrera, Mama Flora, and Mama Ad. Maraming salamat sa 100 pesos GCash
Shot
donation.
blocker, absolutely incredible. I do, though, want to bring in Adrian Wojnarowski now because earlier there was a trade with Charlotte involved. Woj, what more can you tell us?
Malika, Detroit is going to send that 2025 first-round pick via the Milwaukee Bucks that they picked up yesterday, and the Jeremy Grant trade from Portland. That's on its way to Charlotte for Memphis center Jalen Duren. Now, Troy Weaver, the Detroit general manager, he had two real wish list targets in this lottery. It was Jaden Ivey from Purdue and Duren from Memphis. Didn't imagine that he'd be in position to get either of them, but Ivey dropped, was not selected at number 4 by Sacramento. They were able to land him there. There had actually been conversations in Detroit about perhaps Jalen Duren at number 5 if Ivey wasn't there. And now the trade to go get Duren, and now all of a sudden you look at this rebuild in Detroit with Cade Cunningham, last year's number 1 overall pick, Jaden Ivey, perhaps the most dynamic player in this draft, and Duren from Memphis, who is a young center that could be a building block for them. This is why Arn Tellem, the president in Detroit, hired
Shout out sa'yo, Johnny Bravo. Thank you for the 50 pesos GCash donation.
In the NBA draft, and now you're seeing it played out with the way this Pistons organization has replenished their young talent base.
Shout out kay Melania
This night
Jr.
is all about, right? It's not just
Canale.
players' dreams that come
Maraming salamat
true.
po
Sometimes
sa
it's the
GCash
front office
donation.
and these franchises as
And of
well.
course
And
kay
speaking
Joel
of,
Libo
currently the Atlanta
Ona.
Hawks, they are
Thank
on
you
the board.
for
A little
the
bit of a
GCash
disappointing season for them, I would say, this year, Big Perk, just because they made, it was a little bit of a Cinderella run, sure, to the Eastern Conference Finals last season.
Kung nagustuhan nyo ang ating live stream, i-like lamang ito bilang suporta. Mag-subscribe kung bago ka pa lamang at i-share ang ating live stream. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay
That
kayo
stretch
lahat.
forward, that guy that can spread the floor and give Trey a chance to operate in the pick and roll and get down here and do his thing. Space.
Well, because then let's see who is headed to join Trae Young in Atlanta and send it to NBA Commissioner Adam.
Grace Samalga, maraming salamat sa 100 pesos GCash donation.
With the 16th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select A.J. Griffin from Duke University.
A.J. Griffin headed to Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play basketball in the Griffin family. A.J., he's the son of Raptors assistant coach Adrian Griffin, who played 10 years in the league, and his sister Aubrey is a junior forward at UConn. Talk about a powerhouse. His brother played at Syracuse. A.J. actually missed a little bit of his high school career dealing dealing with some just minor injuries, but that was a chance for him to join the Raptors when they temporarily relocated to Tampa. So he was able to train there with Kyle Lowry, with Fred VanVleet. Just a whole lot of
Shoutout sa'yo, Boss
experience there
Justin
for him.
Jacob
He's been picking his
Villavicencio.
bottom
Maraming
grade for a
salamat sa
while. What did you
Gcash
see from him, Jay?
donation.
Well, he's got an elite skill, Malika. He can really shoot it. 46% from three in his freshman season at Duke.
Shoutout
He can
Ben
spot
Ched
up.
Dayaw.
He can
Maraming
put it on
salamat
the
po
deck
sa
for one, maybe
Gcash
two dribbles and pull
donation.
up. He was in the
Ganon din kay
91st
Senen
percentile,
Algalado.
as a
Maraming
shooter in
salamat po
college
sa
basketball
50
last year.
pesos.
He's got a really good
Gcash donation. And of course,
And he's
kay Lomer
reliable on both.
Reyes.
You wouldn't call him a
Shoutout sa asawa ko si Margaret
jump athlete. He's a
Cutie.
good
Sabi ni
athlete.
Lomer
His
Reyes.
cover shot 35% this season. He's a long-arm defender that has length and strength. So he's solid on both ends of the floor, but his shooting ability sets him apart here.
I mean, surprise, surprise, Jay. Duke is already cleaning up today. Might they have 5 first-round picks? We could see. Paolo Banchero, Mark Williams, A.J. Griffin. Who might join them?
Look at that smile.
I know.
I smile all the time when
Uh-huh.
everybody's drafted.
Well, you know why I am smiling right now? Because Jabari Smith Jr. is here with us. First of all, congratulations. I know this is something that you have been working toward for years and years. Can you just describe, we saw your emotions, I'm sure some nerves in the green room. What were you feeling when you heard your name called?
This is something I've been dreaming about since I was 5 years old. So hearing my name called, it's like everything settled down and all the emotions came out. I told all my friends I wasn't gonna cry, but I couldn't hold it back no more. I see my dad, my mom, and it was just, I had to let it out.
Sometimes you can't help it. I'm going to preface this by saying Kendrick Perkins is from Texas.
Okay.
Be kind here. What are your impressions so far? Who have you heard from within the Rockets?
I talked to the general manager not too long ago, but I think I'm gonna talk to Jalen Green soon, and just knowing they got a young core, young team that I can go in there and just grow with, learn from, and just, overall just be hungry and just be patient and just be ready. You know what I mean?
Houston Rockets fans, I know what you mean. They are ready, obviously, after a little bit of a rebuild the last couple of years. When I say Houston Rockets fans, I mean Kendrick Perkins. So this is your camera right over here.
Okay.
Can you tell Houston Rockets fans what they...
Shoutout kay Dancel Lausa. Maraming salamat sa
I love that you're
Gcash
coming in with a
donation.
little bit of a chip on your shoulder. You've been wired for sound tonight, so let's just take a listen to what you've had to say.
Shoutout sa iyo, Boss Balong. Maraming salamat sa 100 pesos Gcash donation. Balong Tuvera. Mabuhay po kayo, Boss.
This is just,
Boss Aldric Manrique. Shoutout sa iyo. Thank you sa 100 pesos
Rockets select
Gcash
Jabari
donation.
Smith Jr. from Auburn University.
I love you, boo. And you good. Yeah, I got you. I love you. You said that you're coming in with a chip on your shoulder. I spoke to Jalen Green moments after he was drafted last year, and he already said, I'm coming in with a chip on my shoulder because I should have gone number 1, and now I'm going for that Rookie of the Year. What are you going for in your first year with that chip?
I'm trying to make it. Rookie of the Year is definitely in my eyes, but I want to win games. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's how I was raised.
Boss Adrian Rolt Desti. Maraming salamat sa 50 pesos Gcash
If I'm coming in
donation.
trying to win it, I know everything else will take care of itself. So.
Shoutout sa iyo, Boss Randy Sarmiento. Maraming salamat sa pag-shooting. Mabuhay po kayo.
She been back at Auburn. One of my good brothers, my good friends, Marquise Daniels. He spoke very, very highly of you. I just want you to tell us, what did that coaching staff and that program mean to you?
Maraming salamat sa 100 pesos Gcash donation. Cecilia Antenor Cruz. Thank you so much po.
Who really care about you. You know what I mean? That's big in college about, you want to go there and keep your dreams, but you got people on that coaching staff who I'll talk to for the rest of my life. Like Marquise Daniels, keeping my head straight through college. Like, that was my first year, so I went through a lot of ups and downs, and he just kept me grounded. He always reminded me that.
Shoutout sa iyo, Rapi
Keep my head grounded.
Soriaga.
Focus on
Maraming
basketball,
salamat sa
you know what I mean?
Gcash
So, him, West
donation.
Ira Bowman, Coach Pearl, all of them. They just helped me so much, you know what I'm saying? I thank them for life, you know what I mean? So, a great coaching staff and a coaching
Watch
staff.
Abu. Maraming salamat sa 25 pesos super chat donation. Thank you so much
You
po.
said was hard worker, and I saw that in you when I get to practice early. You're already there working with your workout coach. What does hard worker mean? What does that mean?
Somebody who's gonna go the extra mile, you know what I mean? Somebody who always thinking that they're not doing enough, you know what I mean? Well, when I finish any workout, I always try to do extra.
Shout out sa iyo, Joselito Tan. Maraming salamat sa 100 pesos
You know what I'm saying? Raised by my
Gcash
dad, raised by
donation.
somebody who
Mabuhay po kayo, boss.
to take, you know, that's just how I was raised.
You know what? I want to talk about the impact, right? And the impact that your father had on you, right? The pressure of being being the son of a father that played in the NBA. How did you handle that growing up? You know, embrace it as well.
There was a lot of expectations, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in Atlanta, it's like everybody telling you how good your dad was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Shout out sa iyo, Benji Rivera. Maraming salamat sa pag-tune in.
This big superhero in the city of Atlanta. So just growing up, you can always hear it, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, I want to be better than him, but you know what I'm saying, I want to do more than him. So that was just always what I wanted to do, and that's what he wanted too. So we just put it together, and he always raised me to just play the right way. You know what I'm saying? Always play that for the love of the game and just enjoy it. You know, that's what he got out of. So he always tried to drill it in my head just to have fun with it, and that's where my hard work ethic comes from, and just overall because I love the game. You know what I'm saying? So.
Have you already picked out the Texas barbecue spots that you're going to?
No, I think Perk can help me out with that.
You go straight to the turkey.
I mean, clearly Perk can help you with that. Big Perk. Thank you so much for the time you spent with us, Jabari. Congratulations. Well, the pick is in, so let's send it.
Shout out sa iyo, Ricky Bernales. Maraming salamat sa 100 pesos
With the seventh
Gcash
pick,
donation.
2022 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Tari Eason from Louisiana State University.
One of the most explosive finishers in this draft class. I mean, he started his career at Cincinnati. He came off the bench, transferred to LSU, quickly evolved into one of the most improved players in college basketball. We're just saying goodbye to Jabari. His mother, I love this, Jay. His mother nicknamed him Peso because, hey, Perk, his jump shot is always money. That's a bar for you to use. See? He was See? And you talk about food. He was on the 2021-22 SEC first team, sixth man of the year. Jay, what do you like about this young man?
Just about everything. He's a transition wing with a 7'1" wingspan, very athletic, and is a defender, a rebounder, especially an offensive rebounder. He has 2.5 offensive rebounds per game. He has a ton of value, and he came off the bench. He was a sixth man. You mentioned he started at Cincinnati, averaged 7-8 points a game. Came off the bench for LSU, never complained. He didn't, demand to be a starter. He's a team guy. He can stretch it out and shoot it 36% from three. 80% free throw shooter and top 5 in college basketball in player efficiency rating at just over 33.
And you talk about his defense and you talk about what he brought defensively. I mean, he's busier than a fox in the hen house.
Shout out sa iyo, Boss Jason Pangan. Maraming salamat
A guy that's
sa 50 pesos Gcash donation.
Deny the wings, being able to switch out on and play multiple.
Shout out sa mga anak ko, si JC and Lottie. Salamat. Sabi ni Jason
On the
Pangan.
defensive side of the ball.
This man said a fox in a hen house. Let's take one more look at
Pa-shoutout kay
hat.
Andre.
That is a jacket and that is a
Ayan, maraming salamat po.
Commissioner Adam Silver. You think you want a suit like that?
Pa-shoutout kay Audrey Velasquez at Miles Velasquez. Maraming salamat po. Boss Milagrosa Velasquez.
Well, 3 guys to watch in this draft. Malachi Branham of Ohio State, a very athletic wing who can really shoot it. Ty Washington, who did play some point guard when Xavier Wheeler was out, but a guy with a great middle game. And then another Buckeye, E.J. Liddell, an undersized big guy, long arms, can really block shots and really improved his game from being interior to
Boss
perimeter.
Eduardo Huampit. Maraming salamat sa 50 pesos Gcash donation.
As the 2022 NBA draft continues.
Shoutout din kay Zenith Halgalado.
Welcome to the next level. This is the Lexus NX with intuitive tech.
Shoutout sa iyo, Ronnie Alera. Maraming salamat po sa Gcash donation.
You might think you don't belong.
And of course, sa 30,000 live viewers natin, maraming salamat po sa pag-tune in. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang ating live, i-like lamang ito bilang suporta. Mag-subscribe kung bago ka pa lamang at i-share ang ating live stream.
it can't come from anywhere, but within.
Shoutout kay Ronnie Alera. Maraming salamat po sa GCash
Clients.
donation.
What do you do? Retired? Tech? Nah, Army. Check your spam folder.
The best things in summer are unofficial. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Kiddo was a way for me to start something for children that look like mine. I'm trying to keep that legacy alive of Black entrepreneurship in Chicago.
Champion Black businesses as we share the NBA